This is the coolest thing. And in terms of something that's great about having women bosses, you know, Liz Flahive and Carly Mensch created our show. They're our showrunners. Jenji Cohen is a producer, Tara Herman. We have like a lot of women behind the scenes. And so one of the great things about getting cast on this show is like the first thing that they told everyone is, we want you to be able to do your own wrestling. It's very important to the show. We want you guys to do the moves, but we don't want you to change your bodies. We want all different body types represented on this show. We cast you, we like you for who you are. Then me, I was like, thanks, that's so nice. I'm gonna go train every day. I mean, biceps. But it really was a different way of thinking about my body as a woman in this industry. Coming from, I think, years of thinking, I have to be really skinny to get a part. I have to be really sexually appealing for men to want to cast me. And this felt much more geared towards strength. And it really changed the way I was working out and the way I was training. Was like, I want to be strong so I can execute these moves at my new job where I get to do this cool, powerful thing. It was not at all about how I looked. That was like the icing on the cake was like, and I look great.
I look amazing.
But it didn't start out
it's not
about that.
That's right. And I think what freedom, honestly, because I feel like I've done many jobs where there was a physical element to it, and it wasn't like someone said to me, you have to lose weight or you have to do this, even though people hear that all the time, I think, in this business. I think women, we hear that a lot.
And I would also argue that even if no one's saying it to you specifically, you just know. There are sort of pressures that have been put on women for a long time, and I think they're starting to change as people are looking at beauty in a different way.
I agree.
You know, but I think that I can only imagine as a teenager feeling the pressure of wanting to look good in a bikini.
Certainly.
You know?
I remember feeling that pressure. I mean, I still feel that pressure, but I guess that's...
I mean, me too. It doesn't just totally go away. Not when I'm at work. Not when I'm at work on Glow. But as soon as we wrap the show, it's like, where's my next job?
I mean, it's a strange business that we're in, and the funny thing is, I think people forget that sometimes, you know, we have these amazing jobs and they come to an end. And then you are an out-of-work actor again.
Immediately.
You are out of work and you have to start over and you have to go back to auditions and you have to deal with the competition and the competitive quality and having to, you know, you have to have that confidence within yourself. And luckily, now I really do feel that, like you're saying, body types, all cultures, from women all over the world. You can make shows and you can tell stories on television specifically, and somebody wants to finance that and they want to tell the story. And it is exciting. And I feel an excitement. I feel like
feels like
energy,
this
a wave
has been building.
Something happening.
Now there's this thing happening, and totally. And I almost think it takes the edge off of even the competition of it all, because women have come together in such a way in these last year.
I think there's been this kind of feeling. I don't even know how to describe it exactly, but maybe you feel this too, that well, we shouldn't all be in the same room together, and we can't talk to each other because you guys are up for the same role, so you know, watch out, you know, this kind of thing. And I really did used to feel that a little bit, like we were all against each other, and now it feels like we're all arms around each other going, try it.
Totally.
Just
Come
try
at
it,
me, bro.
Please, because we're all here standing shoulder to shoulder, like wanting to put each other to work. And that's what's really cool, what you're saying with all these amazing showrunners and women behind the scenes and behind the cameras. We're hiring each other, and it's so great.
Totally.
It's so much fun.
I do think it's that feeling is making it easier to make strides with things like the wage gap, because in the past, I mean, to me, it just was I would never talk about that with other actresses or other actors.
No, I wouldn't.
And even with my agent would probably be like, whatever you think I deserve.
Yes.
It's such a hard thing to discuss. People hate talking about money. And I do think as actresses, we've been made to isolate ourselves and think that women are the enemy, and like, it's just not true. It's
not true.
Nice to open up those conversations. It's the only way to make change, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I really said that with conviction. to make a change, I guess.
Trickle off. You know, I think it also, we can't be so hard on ourselves, right? Because we have to feel that our community supports us, and as we're putting out the best work we can and the best intention we can into our work and into whatever it is we're doing in our communities, that it's being reciprocated. And if it's not being reciprocated, then how do we feel that confidence and that power to say, you know what, I'm not comfortable not getting paid as much as he's getting paid, and I'll step away from this project. Or whatever it is. And I think it's taken a long time for the community to sort of help push us up to say that, and I feel that that's changing now too.
Have you ever been in a position where you felt like you had to say that or could say that? Or have you, I don't know.
You know, I have not said it before.
I
honestly don't even know if I knew what somebody else was getting paid. I probably have had many experiences, and you probably have too, where someone, it was a
definitely was getting paid.
Dispersion of pay.
It's true. I think the tough thing for me is like, you know, when you're building a career, you're often working with people who have a lot more experience. And the way that people get paid in our industry is based on previous work and experience and a quote that you already have in theory. I don't know if that totally exists as much anymore. So yeah, I think I've never asked about it. I've just assumed like, obviously they're getting paid more and it's fine.
Me too.
I think it's this moment where people are asking those questions more is just happily coinciding again with me working on this very female forward show and like having more of an awareness about it and not having to ask for that because I think, you know, it's happening the right way.